This is the incredible moment a brave farmer in Kent continued working to try and slow down a ferocious wildfire spreading across a field. Firefighters were called to the scene to tackle a huge crop blaze that broke out in a field in Lenham Heath, between Maidstone and Ashford, in Kent just before 3:15 p.m. on Saturday. The inferno spread across almost 20 acres of land and could be seen by a huge queue of lorry drivers on the M20. However, hero farmer Bill Alexander rapidly stepped in and used his tractor to cut the crops around the fire to help slow it down after the wind turned the blaze towards a house. Footage showed the green tractor just yards away from the huge inferno as Mr. Alexander fearlessly drove the vehicle around the towering smoke and flames. Andy Barr, who owns the Kent farm, praised his good neighbor for his hero actions and tweeted the image of the tractor cutting the crops. He wrote, "Please tell everyone to be careful what they do along roads and paths. 20 hectares of spring barley up in flames. This pic from my son was when the wind turned towards my brother's house. Luckily Bill Alexander and Johnny and Ellie from TC Agri saved the day." The blaze was eventually put out after 90 minutes and local residents close by were also escorted to safety. It is not yet known what caused the inferno. A fire service spokesman said, "We were sent to reports of a standing crop fire in fields on Lenham Heath. Crews worked hard to get the fire under control, which covered approximately 8 hectares, the equivalent of almost 20 acres. The fire has been brought under control and put out. Firefighters escorted persons who were in the vicinity to safety. There are no reports of any injuries." The blaze comes after a series of wildfires broke out across the UK this week as families fled for their lives amid blazes across the country in record 40.3 C heat. Firefighters described the blazes tearing through homes and buildings in London on Tuesday as absolute hell, with residents evacuated after homes were destroyed, 2 people taken to hospital for smoke inhalation, and 1,600 calls for assistance. Elsewhere in the country, hundreds of fire crews battled raging infernos in Wales, Scotland and the rest of England as tinderbox dry conditions in the UK caused wildfires to threaten homes, animals and people. Fire services in London, Hertfordshire, Bucks, South Yorkshire, Suffolk and Leicestershire declared major incidents as they were hit with tens of thousands of calls following an extraordinary week of weather that saw the UK record a new all-time high of 40.3 C, 104.5 F, at Coningsby in Lincolnshire on Tuesday, beating the previous record set in Cambridge in 2019 of 38.7 C, 101.7 F. Firefighters have warned the public that wildfires will likely break out every 3 years, as they said the destruction of homes should be a wake-up call to the country. Chief Fire Officer Dave Walton said Monday and Tuesday were a game changer, and explained that fires are spreading quicker than ever before due to high temperatures. London had its busiest day since the Second World War when bombs rained down on the capital city as record temperatures led to hundreds of fires across the capital, with the service taking 2,670 calls. There were no deaths, but 63 homes from Wennington and Dagenham to Norfolk and Barnsley were destroyed, leaving villages looking like war zones. Reports of wildfires continued throughout the week just outside of Ipswich in Suffolk and Sheffield, South Yorkshire.